Yo, what's up? So yesterday I was extremely defeated, but today it's the opposite. I'm pumped. I'm hyped. I'm everything because I finally saw it. I saw the vision. Man Rogue. Yeah, I tried working with the. Why is this so low? I tried working. I know. There we go. Now you can't see my handsome face, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll live with it. So I tried working with the big 32 by 32s and all that jazz. No, it's not working, right? I'm not fluent enough in pixel art. Also, check this out. This is just something I did for a quick screenshot to post it. Very quick. If you want to know how to do this, and you're like, how is that magic? Well, how do you do this, little magic man on the TV screen? um, that's a gradient, by the way. It's just an action. You just go here at the beginning of the scene. You type in, go to your actions, type in gradient. You have this little man with the colors, and then you just select the colors on your text thing, right? And you do the gradient yourself. And that's how I do title screens. That's the magic. But anyways, I tried doing the big things, like the big sprites. It's not working. It's not. It's gonna take forever and ever. I'm not fluent enough in pixel art to make quick 32 by 32s. So I'm falling down to the 16 by 16s, kind of like Mennonite. So I'm gonna go with that theme, except it's gonna be reverse, right? Because Mennonite, a knight's like good, right? Is chivalrous, right? The rogue is the opposite, right? The rogue's a villain. He's a scoundrel. That's what a rogue is. That's why it's orangey and fiery. So the Mennonite's like blue and good. Rogue is gonna be the opposite, right? So this is what I came up with, and I fell down. Not fell down. I went back to, or I fell back to. That's what I was trying to say. This guy, right? So this is the original concept of my rogue character. And he already has so much more charm than that bland stock RPG vanilla whatever the heck it was I was drawing before. This guy has charm. So he's kind of like a red wizard, but I want to make him his eyes they're like goldeny, but I want to make them more bright or brighter. And like to be more glowy, I suppose. But he already has so much more charm. Look at that. I even gave him like a skull drawn on his red coat. Also, the red is too red. I'm still fixing the colors, okay? I'm still fixing the colors. This was just, it happened in the last, what, 15 minutes? I was trying so hard to make the other one work. And I spent 2 days doing animations. And it was like, it wasn't happening. It just wasn't. Also, I'm not going to use these pink ones. These are just here for like reference. Um, so yeah, I was trying to make the other one work so hard, and it was just like it's not happening. I made it. I got to a point where it did work, but I was looking at it, it was like it just looked so bland. It didn't have any sort of charm to it. It just looked like generic RPG protagonist number one, and I hated it so much. I hated every single pixel on that character. It was just like it wasn't working. And then I was like, what is a rogue? Right? So a rogue is kind of like a scoundrel, right? He's a criminal. He's the opposite. He's not good, right? He's a baddie. That's what a rogue is. And I was like, okay, let's make a rogue then. Let's make a bandit or something. And I was like, what's one of my favorite characters from Mennonite? It's like the wizards. They they look really cool, right? I like their thing. And then I was like, how can I make this into like a rogue? And then I was thinking like, what if it's a dude just wearing a long cape and it's gonna be this iconic red cape, and then he has shoulder pads, like he has some plate shoulders, so he's not exactly a wizard, he's not exactly a warrior, he's stuck in between. He's a rogue, right? He's got light armor with heavy armor, and then I went like the Punisher kind of style, right? I put him like I did the back design. It was like it's too much empty space, and I was like, I started drawing some stuff on it, and I was like, what about a skull? Let's try it. And I tried the skull. It was like, yes. So this is only the idle animation. It doesn't have a running animation yet. This is or an attack animation or anything like that. This was just for me to test it. This was just because seeing is believing, right? So this was me like putting it on the game and be like, do I like this? Do I not? And I do. I like this. I like this concept. The best thing is that not only can I already see the entire vision for this game and actually be able to make a roguelike, well, sort of, except for the procedural generation, because that's a whole different beast. But we are gonna have random scenes, random levels, random. I'm gonna try put as much randomness onto it as possible to have as much replayability as possible, right? I'm gonna try to make it so every run is gonna be slightly different, and this way, I can knock out assets pretty quick, and it's gonna be like, let's imagine, right? Like I'm going up, and I'm like, what if there was a trap floor here? I'll just bring up Piscal and quickly make a trap floor, and then mess around with it, and that's an obstacle. And then if I get here, it's like, oh, I want a different enemy that shoots in all four directions, and I can make like a. I'm already seeing it, like sort of this turret in the middle that shoots fireballs in all directions, and so like we have to wait until the fireball shoots, and then we go over, and then we come down, that kind of stuff, right? I can already see all of that stuff, and I can draw it really quick, right? And then we just juice it up like I did with Mennonite, and Mennonite's all 16s by 16s and pumped up, right? And I get a lot of feedback of people going, dude, the graphics are so cool. Oh, the visuals are so amazing. Everything looks so shiny and nice. And that's all the juice. It's all the feedback. It's all the particle effects. So right now, this looks nothing, right? This just looks like a paint cross, right? But if you imagine, like, if you had a bit more of a running animation, well, like his head is like bopping harder, right? And he's making that tuk 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 sound as he's walking and he's leaving the little puff of smoke trails. Suddenly it's like billion times more impactful and it looks so nice, right? So I'm not going to focus so much on the quality of the sprites or the resolution of the sprites. I'm going to go with the Mannonite art style, and I'm just going to focus as hard as I can on the actual game itself. And in turn, it's going to look cool. Because I'm going to be more free to do whatever the heck I want, because again, I'm not an artist. I'm not one of those dudes that pulls up a software and just draws a house in like 2 seconds. It looks amazing, right? I do this kind of pixel art, and it's a stretch, right? But yeah, so I got the vision, Meta Rogue. That's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it right now. That's what the title is gonna be, and I love this thing so much. And I can already picture the like, if he was higher fidelity, what he would look like. So he's gonna be sort of like a scoundrel, and this guy, our rogue, he's gonna be the reluctant hero, right? He's out in a dungeon and he's out for riches and treasure and doing, you know, scoundrelly stuff, right? But he ends up like fighting the big baddies and he ends up being the hero even though he doesn't want to, right? That's the reluctant hero story arc, right? And that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna try at least, and because I love this guy so much, I'm so pumped. Because the moment I made this guy, I was like, yes, yes. I was so down. I was so depressed. I was like, oh my god, oh, what am I gonna do? I hate this so much. I hate this bland RPG thing that I'm drawing. I hate it so much. And I kept trying to make new ones. And it's just like, no, this is going to take me forever until I find the right one. And then the moment I made this guy, it was so simple. I just started with this one, this sprite, and I added the shoulders. I added the little necklace thing. I made his eyes like glowy, and it was like, the moment I did that, it was like, yes, a rogue, an actual rogue, not like rogue just because it's the genre, but let's make an actual rogue character. And yeah, I could see everything else. And this way, I can even reuse some of the Mennonite assets. I'm even thinking about making in the same world. Starting like this multiverse kind of thing, like making all the games interconnected, right? But this one's gonna be top down, and I'm finally gonna be able to make a top down game, and I hope to learn a heck of a lot from doing this game. Right, that was it. That was just a lot of rambling and explaining what I'm gonna do, and it officially starts today. Right now, I'm just gonna chillax. I'm gonna watch some stuff, and I'm just gonna let my brain work, and I'm gonna relax while I'm imagining the game, more of it, right? And then tomorrow morning, I start. Like tomorrow morning, it's like the attack animations. I'm gonna make everything like I did with Meta Knight. Gonna start attacking stuff, killing enemies, and then start working on systems and so on. But it officially started today. This when I made the post with the logo. That's when it started. Even the logo, it was like everything came together. Even the logo was like, what do I call this? What am I gonna call this? And I was just like, what if it's the opposite of the Mennonite? What if it's the Menarogue? Right? It's the same locale, same scenario, same everything, except you're the scoundrel character thing. And it was like, yes. And then I was like, Mennonite, Menarogue, and I made this and I changed the colors and I was like, heck yes, we got a game. We have an idea. We have an everything. It's going now. It's gonna properly start now, right? So, anyways, that was me giving you the update. Oh man, it was such a night and day for me. Like yesterday, I was like, no, no, oh my god, I hate this so much. This morning, I tried it again. It was like, I hit it, and then just now, I was like, little angels were like, oh. All right. Till next update. Keep it easy. Stay safe. And peace out. I hope you guys enjoyed my idea. All right. Till next time.